Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to our first reviews reaction video. I had to literally pull myself away from there's a Dark Side Phil thing going down right now with the Kino Casino guys. That's beautiful. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. I know if you're a Disney fan, you probably have no idea. If you're just like, oh boy, what did the new Snow White movie get as a review score? I don't care. Anyway, so this is Snow White. It comes out. I actually wasn't even thinking about this at all. It comes out tomorrow. Like I wasn't like, dude, wasn't there a trailer like last week? I was like, oh yeah, it comes out next week. Okay, cool. And then totally forgot about it. I was like, oh yeah, that's right. It comes out this week. My brain was like it's not coming out for a little while now. Like at least another couple weeks. Nope, comes out literally tomorrow. So anyway, there's first reviews now. I saw one review from IGN that was very positive, and that's all I saw. And then all the early, like, not reviews but the impressions. So I'm gonna try to get through this quick because I want to get back to that DSP stuff because it's been wild today. Anyway, so let's get to it. Let's check this out. Oh, I have to give a guess. The early reviews were positive. IGN's review was positive. They said it was the best live action remake ever or some shit. I highly doubt it's better than Jungle Book or Pete's Dragon, but whatever. It might probably won't even be as good as Cinderella, but who knows? Maybe it will be. Early reviews saying like it's really good, so I don't know. Not early reviews, but you know, whatever. I just think it looks like shit. I know everybody hates it because of Rachel Ziegler. I think she's a fine actress. She said stupid things, sure, but I don't really give a shit what actors say anyway. Period. I don't almost ever give a shit what actors say. I just think it looks like shit. I honestly think it looks bad. So I'm gonna say 65%. You know, no, I'll say 60. What did Little Mermaid get? Around there? 65%. Screw it. We'll just say no, 69%. Yeah, dopey. You better get away from me. Anyway, so let's get to it. Let's just go right here. There it is. All right. Well, we'll do the big score so we don't see the little baby score. All right, here we go. God damn, wait. All right. What? See? All right. Hold on. No, fuck, no. Hold on. All of the early reviews from people that got invited to go see it, every single one of them was glowing. Everyone I read, which I read a good like dozen of them, they were glowing, saying, "Oh, it's amazing! It's the best live action remake. It's the best one." Dude, it doesn't even have as good of a score as The Lion King did, and that sucked. What is with Rotten Tomatoes? It doesn't. There you go. Whatever. That's good enough. 45%. All right. 5.4 is not great either, but it's better than 45%. Oh man, what did Grace Randolph have to say? I'm not even surprised, honestly. I'm really not. I went 65% because I thought critics would be a little bit more generous. Anyway, let me see. But critics, no, I guess not. If the critics aren't generous, do you think regular audience members are gonna be? I mean, I'm sure some of them will be, but you know, the people that have already been shitting on this movie for the last however long. I swear it's been a long time. I'm skipping everyone's review and going straight to, because we know she got invited. Grace Randolph will shill for anything. Let me see. She'll review anything. That's what I meant. I didn't mean anything else. Here, I'll just keep clicking this until it says. All right, there you go. No more. Let's see. Where is she? Did I miss her? No. Hold on. She'll be the first one I read. Where are you? Where are you? Are you serious? Oh, there's the IGN review. It was only a 7 out of 10. Dude, I swear to God, I didn't see the score, but the little review blurb they had on Twitter made it seem like they really liked it. A 7 out of 10 is not bad, don't get me wrong. But they were like, this is the best one. It's so good. It's fleshing out the themes. Yeah, there you go. 7 out of 10. I was like, all right. Okay, whatever. Okay, we're getting some repeat things here because Rotten Tomatoes website is dog shit. I would like to put down a record for the 48th time. Rotten Tomatoes. Look at this. I can't even look. If I scroll too much, it makes it disappear. Look, see the score. So it's visible there, and it's gone here. Why? Just so we could see this? I don't give a fuck about this. I want to see the score. I came to Rotten Tomatoes for this, not the fucking... What is it rated? What is Snow White rated? I need to know. Is it rated R? It might be rated R. I can't let my kids see it. Honestly, how terrifying the fucking dwarfs look. I wouldn't be surprised if it was rated R. All right, now let's read some reviews. All right, the most distracting flaws are rooted in the problematic recreation of animated material. That's what I say about every one of these live-action remakes. The permanent magic hour lighting is hard to look at. Worst of all, the decision to cartoonize the dwarves alongside human actors is hugely problematic, right? Could have just had dwarf actors. But everybody blames Peter Dinklage, and I do blame him partly. But it's like Peter Dinklage does not control Hollywood. He does not control Disney, okay? Disney's such a bunch of pussies that just like, I don't want to offend the dwarf actors by casting them and giving them jobs, so fuck them. I think one of the dwarfs are actually voiced by a dwarf actor. That would be one thing if they actually cast all dwarf actors, but I looked it up. I want to say only one of them is a dwarf that actually is voicing them. Hold on, I need to see. Because I looked up, because I wanted to know, okay, maybe they cast a bunch of dwarf actors to voice them. If so, then that would negate my criticisms of the hiring stuff. But, all right, so you got Andrew Barth Feldman, who is not a dwarf, voicing Dopey. Okay, then we got Titus Burgess, who I know is definitely not a dwarf, voicing Bashful. Martin Kleba, that's the guy that was in, he's a dwarf. So they got him. He's the guy from Pirates of the Caribbean. He's the one, Marty, there you go. So he is voicing, who's he voicing? Grumpy, okay. Jason Kravitz is voicing Sneezy, who I do not believe is a dwarf. He is not, no. George Salazar is voicing Happy, who is not a dwarf. You guessed it, how'd you know? Jeremy Swift is voicing Doc, who, by the way, he's actually a dwarf. No, he's not. He's not a dwarf. I lied. You believed it. And then Andy, I'm not even going to try to pronounce this. I am going to try. Grotolution? I have no idea. Let me see. Hold on. Is he a dwarf? Maybe he is. He's not. All right, so only one of the 7 dwarves is actually a dwarf. You couldn't get people to voice them. You couldn't even at least do that. You got one. I assure you they only got him because they're like, well, he was in Pirates of the Caribbean. That's a Disney thing. He's recognizable. Not as a voice, obviously. Well, maybe. Actually, he does have a distinct voice. So, at least he voiced Grumpy. That's one of the more popular ones, I guess. So, I guess he got that. I guess they do motion capture and puppeteering or something. I think they're just talking about, like, the mocap. The puppeteering part kind of threw me off. Anyway, a fascinating case study in today's impossible contradictions, a magic mirror reflecting the tensions of the current times. What? Some parts of the film work better than others, but none of it has the sweetness and imagination of the... Hey, don't talk about the original. That movie's problematic, okay? That's what Rachel Zegler said, and I agree with her. You know, it's problematic. Fuck that movie. It's bad. This one's better. Everybody knows this one's better. Actually, the 1990s one, the horror one I always bring up, that one's better. Go watch that one. I'm pretty sure Sigourney Weaver's in it. It's not great, but it's more interesting than this. I'm not even gonna read the rest. I don't give a fuck. A visually stunning, thematically rich adaptation that successfully modernizes the classic tale. I wonder what they mean by that. This is a fairy tale for a new generation. A bunch of morons. One that reminds us all of the power of courage, kindness, and believing in a better future. All things that were in the original, but whatever. Snow White and the original was 80? No, it's like 70 minutes long. This one's what, like an hour and 50? I mean, at least it's not 2.5 hours. I'll give them that. I'm pretty sure it's like an hour and 45 minutes or something like that. I'll give them that. All these live action adaptations that have come out, they've like increased the length of the movies by like almost 45 minutes, maybe even up to an hour. Like Little Mermaid, wasn't that like 2 hours and like 15 minutes? The original movie's 70 minutes long. It's like, what? And the original movie did a better job of pretty much everything. Like, how the hell that work? Snow White justifies its existence more than other Disney remakes, but no matter how charming Rachel Zegler is, it still can't quite capture the magic of the original. That's the first time someone said something about Rachel Zegler. I just kept hearing amazing things about her. At least half this film, especially the clash between the Evil Queen and Snow White, is enjoyable enough. almost $300 million budget. It's enjoyable enough. You know, fuck all those movies that could have been funded that could have been amazing with that $300 million budget. Aside from Rachel Zegler's powerhouse performance, there is little else to enjoy from this clumsy, poorly conceived, and cynical live-action Disney remake. Even Gal Gadot's hilariously bad line reads are not worth the trip to the theater. Oh no, she has a Hollywood star. She has a Hollywood star. Wait, hold on. I just want to look something up here. I just want to fact check before I say it. Sorry, hold on. Let me see. Let's see. Let me just see. Hold on. I just want to make sure. Okay, sorry. I had to cut real quick. I was taking too long to look this up. Just wanted to make sure and I get my facts straight, okay? So I paused it real quick. All right. Just wanted to make sure. You ready for this? Gal Gadot has a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Gene Hackman does not. Just wanted to throw that out there. Anyway, rest in peace, King. Anyway. God damn it. The French Connection would have been better if Gal Gadot was in it. I've always said that. Mississippi Burning probably would have been better if Gal Gadot was in it. Gal Gadot, best DC actor ever. Fuck Gene Hackman. Fuck Christopher Reeve. Fuck everybody. Gal Gadot, definitely up there. I can't wait until Rachel Zegler gets hers next week. Anyway, while it's a magically mixed bag, most of it works wonderfully. All right. Wait, if it's a mixed bag, how does most of it work? Wait, does that make sense? Because that mixed bag, I always think of like 50-50. But, right? I don't know, whatever. This surprisingly underwhelming live-action interpretation of the classic cartoon feels more like an unfunny, overlong pre-recorded SNL skit than something would call magical. Why even say unfunny SNL skit? Just say SNL skit. It's kind of redundant, but that's pretty good, though. Shout out to Fish Jelly Films. That's quite a name. Fish Jelly. Oh, is that a SpongeBob reference? Anyway, with great messages about community, it's not really. I'm saying, think of the jelly that SpongeBob gets from the jellyfish. With great messages about community standing up for what is right and remaining fearless, fair, brave. It's all lame messages that we get. You know what? This is my thing. Okay. This movie might actually do it well. I'm not even talking about this movie. There's so many movies out there where they have like the generic like be brave, be fearless, or like kind of fucking shit like be good, But it's always like surface level. It's always like some characters say you have to be good, and then the character's like I'm gonna be good. You have to be good. We have to do better, Senator. Stuff like that. And it's always shallow as fuck. Not even skin deep. What's below skin? I mean, what's like less than skin? Like, what was that like? You couldn't even get through the arm hair. Like it's so. There's nothing. There's nothing to it. It's like a writer, maybe the Morbius writers, I don't even know, would write that and go like, yeah, that's right. They think they were like, that fucking GIF people use whenever someone says someone's writing is fire, where they're like writing everything's on fire. I don't know where that's from, but that fucking meme. That's what they all think when they're writing that. Hey, you have to be brave and be whatever. This is all stuff that was in the original Snow White, and that came out 80 fucking years ago. 80 years ago, and we're talking about like, oh, this does the same thing. Maybe it does it better. I'm gonna say no, but anyway, she liked it, so good. Good for you. Anyway, Disney has had the last laugh for its live-action remake of the studio's first-ever anime feature. Wait, how does it have a last... Wait, hold on. Wait. Tori does know this movie's not going to do well, right? It's not going to do well. There's no way. Well, the projections are 100 million worldwide on its opening weekend. I would like to remind everybody, the budget is $270 million for this, and that's not including marketing. And I know some people are kind of ignorant to the fact that theaters don't just give all the money to the studios. So if like with Captain America, everybody was like, look, it made its budget back in its first weekend because it made like 180 and supposedly the budget was 180, which I don't believe, but whatever. Disney has lied about budgets before, by the way. I don't know if anybody knew this. They did. They've done it many times. But $180 million from a theater, it would be like for them, just from American. If it like, let's say it made $180 million in its first weekend. In America, just American, nowhere else. theaters, I want to say their take is like around like, I could be wrong. I think it's like 40% or something like that. So you have to take that in consideration, because the theaters take a big chunk of the fucking money, because they're not doing it for free. Like what? Like a lot of people go, well, the concessions there. No, they still make money from showing the fucking movie. They make more money from when, more of the bigger formats and stuff too. So it's, like IMAX and 4DX or whatever the fuck it is. So no, that's not how it works. They don't just make that money. That's not how that works. Okay? And then theaters take a bigger chunk when it's foreign. When it's foreign box office, you have to, obviously, because it's foreign, it just costs more. I think it's like 50-60% of that. That's why when a movie makes $2 billion and then like they announce how much profit they made, it's always like, oh, we made $800 million profit. I'm like, I mean, that's really good, but your budget was what, 200 million? You made 2 billion? How the hell did you only make 800 million? It's because of the foreign, it's mostly foreign cuts, and also, of course, here too. But you also have to consider marketing. I mean, not marketing, I'm sorry, merchandising. Nobody ever considers merchandising. Like Snow White merchandise might do okay. I'm going to assume not great. Disney merchandise doesn't do amazing nowadays, from what I've heard at least. So you have to consider that. Like Star Wars is probably still doing fine, mainly for merchandise. That's why we're getting a sequel to that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. That movie didn't do well at the box office. The one that came out, the anime one, it did like okay, but it didn't do like great. The reason why we're getting a sequel to that is because the merchandise sold extremely well. Because the fucking movie was good. By the way, also that was a good reason too. Sure, maybe not everybody saw it, but the people that saw it was like, I'm getting those toys. Kids were like, I want those toys, and it sold extremely well. I mean, it helps. It was also TMNT. Those toys sell well anyway, but still, that one sold extremely well considering. Anyway, all right, let me read the rest of this. Disney has had the last laugh for its live-action remake of the studio's first ever animated feature. I don't see how, but all right. Snow White is perhaps surprisingly one of its strongest and most worthwhile reimaginings to date. Tori liked it. Cool. I don't know how they got the last laugh, because you liked it. Nobody, a lot of other people didn't. To be fair, there's 3 people in a row here that liked it. Mark Webb's reimagining is a welcome surprise full of enchantment and joyous new songs. Well, of course, there's going to be new songs. They want to get an Oscar nomination. They always, that's the one thing that's really annoying. It's very obvious they put new songs in these live action remakes. Not because they're like, well, we want to differentiate it. No, it's because you want an Oscar nomination. It's very obvious why they do it. That's why most of them only have 1 or 2 new songs. Sorry, and they usually always get like Oscar noms. It didn't work this time with Mufasa, but to be fair, Mufasa was also a quote unquote new movie. It's a prequel, and obviously, yeah. I mean, we've had a Lion King prequel before, not about Mufasa though. So, kind of, I guess. Lion King, what was it, 1.5? I was like, that was pretty much a prequel, right? Because it didn't show how Timon and Pumbaa met. I don't remember. All right, it's been a long time. There's nothing magical in Mark Webb's movie, but nevertheless feels uncanny spending $250 million, I heard 270, but whatever, to make a film in which absolutely nothing works as a kind of dark art in and of itself. With Snow White, their fitness, their formula, do the bare minimum to make a film, then simply slap a bunch of cutesy CGI animals all over and hope no one notices. I gotta give Cinderella credit. They didn't really do that with that one. Because Cinderella, I don't know if anybody saw the original Cinderella. I'm sure people have. Most of that movie is the stupid ass rats and whatever. Like the animals. Like a good half of that movie, and it's already like, what, 65 minutes long? No, it's not very long. Is the fucking rats. I don't like that movie. I don't like Cinderella. And I thought they did. That's one remake I think is better than the original. Sorry, I know people love Cinderella. I'm not a big fan. But the remake I didn't love either, but I thought it was solid. I was like, oh, it's all right. I really like what's her name as Cinderella. I think she was great. And what's his name? Rob Stark was Prince, whatever the fuck his name is. Wait, which one's charming? Is that Snow White or is that Cinderella? The Prince guy, whatever, the handsome white dude. The handsome white dude, he was good in it. Like everybody was really good in it. It was a Kate Blanchett. Did she play the evil stepmother? Oh, now I'm looking. I put Shinderella. Oops. Sorry, I think it was Kate Blanchett. Yeah, it was Kate Blanchett. Lady Tremaine. Lily James, that's her name, and Richard Madden. There you go. Oh yeah, Helena Bonham Carter was the fairy godmother. I thought that movie was solid, and that had a $90 million budget. I remember that movie looking really good. So if that movie can look that good, and I'm sure it still looks good now for $90 million, like, why do these movies look like shit and they cost like 250 to 300? Because I'll say this about everything I saw about Snow White: the fucking dwarfs look awful. They look awful. I don't understand how anybody could defend them. I truly don't. If someone defends them, I immediately just think they have to go to the eye doctor or something, because there's no way. They look awful. But everything else looks fine, I guess. It was just like, whatever. It's a lot of colors. They put a lot of colors everywhere, and like that review said, cutesy animals everywhere. I don't know. Anyway, Snow White fails when it comes to delivering a story that excels past its source material or adding noteworthy discussion for audiences. That is the exact review for every fucking Disney remake. The Jungle Book's like the only one I think was really good. Like, and because it actually took the original story and made it a little bit darker and changed things that were actually kind of fun. Like, I didn't really like that how they did the music in that, but there was some good stuff. Like, I thought King Louis was actually scary. I really liked him. Christopher Walken was great. I really liked Baloo. I really liked the kid who played Mowgli. Actually, he wasn't like an amazing actor, but there was something charming about like knowing this kid probably has never acted before. I don't think he did, and he's young, and also he's acting with nothing. Like, he's on a soundstage with a bunch of people filming, and he's talking to like fake versions of the animals, which they're already fake to begin with, but like they're like. I can't remember. I watched some like behind the scenes. He's like talking to pretty much like a camera attached to something that vaguely looks like Baloo and Kaa and all these. So like I actually like that movie, especially since it looked really good for the time. Like, it looked great. I might have to watch The Jungle Book again. Anyway, because I love the original movie. That's one of my favorite Disney movies of all time. The timeless classic, a groundbreaking achievement for animation that has been turned into another pointless and awkward live-action automaton that vanishes from your mind the second it's over. Sounds good to me, actually. That's probably the best thing I've heard about this movie, is that you instantly forget it. Despite the intermittent sequences that work, and ignoring the ones that don't, this film continually questions its own identity, struggling to answer why it needs to exist. This Snow White may not be the worst live-action adaptation of an animated touchstone. I'd probably say like Dumbo. I didn't see Pinocchio, but Dumbo was really shit. I really hated that. Though it's a strong contender for its blandness. The movie does earn points as a bedtime story, however, because it will definitely put you to sleep. Hell yeah, bro. Efficiently directed by Mark Webb, with an excellent production design by Cave Quinn, I guess. I'm assuming. Snow White is everything you need to be and nothing more. Okay. I expect more from my movies, especially when you're remaking one of the most classic Disney movies of all time. You know what I mean? And this isn't the first time they've done it. Didn't they do that Mirror Mirror movie? Which is hilarious considering it's Magic Mirror, but whatever. Was that Disney? No, it was not. It was 20th Century. Well, I guess technically that's Disney now. But that one was shit, by the way. I just want to bring that up. But it was unique. So I'll give it that. But still shit. Anyway. Armie Hammer was in that. Uh-oh. Don't eat the apple. And you, stop eating people, Armie. Anyway, we're done. Anyway, so, that was Tarsem Singh that did that. The guy that did Cell and, The Cell, excuse me, and, The Fall, and all those kind of, like, visually breathtaking but stupid as hell movies. Anyway, Snow White. It's shit. But some people like it, so good for them. Oh, wait, let's go to Metacritic, actually. Let's see. 50. Okay, well, 50. Yeah. Two controversial things come out this week. Assassin's Creed Shadows is good, though. Hey, you got that. I'll be playing Xenoblade, though. Hey, boy. Anyway, yeah, boy. I ain't watching Snow White or playing Assassin's Creed Shadows. I'll be playing Xenoblade, baby. Anyway, so there you go. That's it. We don't need to read those. You know what? Is Grace Randolph on Metacritic? I don't think she is. I don't think I've ever seen her. Well, who would have thought this movie would be bad? Wow. Who would have thought? Not me. I thought it was gonna be great. Hold on. Let's just do one last one last Grace Randolph look. Let's see. We can end on a high note. Or a low note. Or actually no, a high note considering your voice. Yeah, I don't think it's here. Well, I guess it's done. No! Oh, wait, hold on. That was a really good review. What the fuck was that? A minus? This boy's smoking. Oh, oh my god. I'm kind of getting sick of these two. Benj, Pessu, whatever, the guys that did Greatest Showman. They're in, like, everything. They do everything. I guess they're doing the new songs. Alright, whatever. I'm not reading it. I'm done. Bye! Oh, Electric State, by the way, sucks too. But Novocaine's good. Oh, no, the Alto Knights isn't good. That's not really that surprising. It looked interesting. That movie's gonna flop horribly. Anyway, we're done. Bye!